In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create this camera snapshot effect in Premiere Pro. To begin, I've imported this clip onto my timeline. The first thing you need to do is to move your playhead to where you want to create the snapshot effect and select the clip, right-click, and select Insert Frame Hold Segment. And this will create a 5 seconds frame section over here. Select this portion over here and delete it. The next thing we need to do is to select this portion over here, hold down Alt and drag it one track above to duplicate it. I'm going to expand my timeline. The next thing you need to do is to select this top portion over here and come over to Effects Control over here and scale it down so we can see the bottom layer. Next, to add a border to this top layer, come over to the Effects tab and search for the Paint Bucket effect and select the Paint Bucket effect. But before you do that, select your clip over here, right-click and hit Nest to nest it, or else this next step won't work. Now select the Paint Bucket and drag it onto your clip over here. I'll come over to Paint Bucket under Effects Control and change your Fill Selector to Alpha Channel and change your Stroke to Stroke and change your Stroke Width to 10 and change your stroke color to white or any other color you prefer. I think I'm going to take my stroke width down to 8. The next thing you need to do is to select the bottom layer over here and come over to Lumetri Color. If you do not see it, come over to the Windows tab over here and scroll down and set and make sure that Lumetri Color is turned on. Next, take down the value for saturation to make the bottom layer black and white. You can also add some contrast to it if you prefer. The next thing I'm going to do is to add some blurriness to the bottom clip. So come over to the Effects tab over here and search for Guassian Blur and apply Guassian Blur to the bottom clip over here and scroll down under Guassian Blur, increase the value of blurriness to whatever you prefer. I'm going to leave mine at 50. Next, come over to the Effects tab and search for Shadow and select the drop shadow and apply it to the nested clip over here and select the nested clip and come over to Effects Control and increase the opacity to 100 and increase the softness to 10 and increase the distance to 10. I'm going to increase the softness a bit, probably to 30. You can also add an overlay to your nested clip over here. You can also add a camera overlay to your clip and cut out the excess portion over here and delete it. And select this camera frame over here. Come over to Effects Control and increase the scale over here. I'm going to uncheck Uniform Scale so that I'll be able to adjust the width to my liking. Now to animate them both together, select the nested clip and your camera frame over here, right-click and select Nest to nest it and hit OK. And select this newly nested clip and come over to Effects Control and move your playhead to the beginning of this clip and toggle on the stopwatch next to Position, Scale and Rotation and adjust these values to your liking. I'm going to make this rotation start like this and adjust the scale, and I'm going to leave the position. Next, come over to the end over here and adjust the rotation to your liking and the scale also to your liking and move this to the end. Now if we go back to the beginning, you can see what we've created over here. Now to add the camera flash transition, come over to your project panel and select this new item over here and create a new adjustment layer and hit OK and drag the adjustment layer above your clip over here and set the duration of your adjustment layer to be just in between these two clips over here. Select the adjustment layer, go to the Effects tab over here and search for the Pro Camp effect and select this Pro Camp effect and add it to the adjustment layer. Next, move your time indicator to the middle of these two clips over here while selecting on the adjustment layer and come over to brightness and increase the value of brightness to 100 and hit enter and toggle on the stopwatch next to brightness. Next, hold down Shift and the left arrow key 2 times to move 20 frames backward and change the value of brightness here back to 0, or you can just select this reset parameter over here. Next, hold down Shift and move the right arrow key 4 times and select the reset parameter once more. And if we go back now and hit play, you can see what we've created. And that's it guys on how to create this camera snapshot effect in Premiere Pro.